What's up everyone, Alessandro here and welcome to this Bitcoin price analysis. We're gonna have a look into Bitcoin, guys, because today we have the FOMC meeting and most likely that we're gonna see a continuation of the rates getting cutted, and this of course will drive probably the markets to move. We're gonna see in which direction that most likely they will be moving to. And also remember that those kind of events, usually they are just short-term drivers. They take the price up or down, and most of the times afterwards we come back down basically where we were trading before that. So expect volatile moves at least, especially if you're trading with the leverage. If you're going long or short, I closed my short position yesterday with the dump that we have seen down to 112k. Now I'm waiting for the next setup, and usually I don't like to be in a trade whenever we have such events because you really don't know what is going to happen. So we're gonna have a look into that, guys. Also we have some news on Hypersui, on Bitcoin Hyper, and so on. There are also massive news here on Visa, because Visa is about to implement 4 stable coins as well. And even on this article it's written about Bitcoin Hyper, because of course this one is currently one of the most hyped upcoming projects. So we're gonna have a look into that, guys. So welcome everyone on board. Make sure to be subscribed on this channel. Of course, we're reaching almost 3k subscribers. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment, because the more active you are, the more likely it is you're gonna win the next $100 giveaway that we do with every 1,000 subscribers, guys. And of course, also check out all links in the video description, such as all exchanges that I'm using, like Casey Exchange, Bybit, and so on. I'm trading everywhere with leverage and on spot, of course, on different exchanges to have the highest security and also best liquidity and so on. I'm never putting everything into one trade. I'm always diversifying into different trades. So that's why I'm using different exchanges as well. And of course, if you're interested in new upcoming cryptos that are not launched yet, not on exchanges, then of course, all links are here in the video description, such as Bitcoin Hyper or Hypersui, that currently are extremely viral and of course are gaining a lot of attention right now, because this is of course a completely new crypto that is upcoming, a new layer 2 on top of Bitcoin, built with Solana on top of Bitcoin. Everyone is interested, of course, about those new cryptos that are launching, especially since also in this bull run, again, we have been proven that old altcoins, sometimes they not even are reaching the old all-time high, and over time are bleeding out basically. Some of them maybe survive, some of them not, but of course it's always more interesting just to buy into new cryptos, new coins that are upcoming, not the old ones, and hoping that at some point it's gonna get higher and higher and so on. Okay, guys, let's dive here straight into the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. And as always, everything is no financial advice in my videos. I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research. Everything is just my own opinions here in the crypto market. So everything in the crypto market that I cover here is only my opinion, analysis, and price predictions. And for Bitcoin, guys, I told you I didn't take some profits on Bitcoin yet, but on many altcoins I took some profits now with the last leg up that we had up to 116k. And also, actually it was here at 116k. And also, if we would now skyrocket, then of course I would be fine. I still have all my big Bitcoin portfolio and some altcoins and so on. But also, if we would crash down, I would be happy to buy more Bitcoin and altcoins again at cheaper prices if we would enter into a bear market. So whatever happens, you should be ready for both scenarios. So you should be happy if it's going up, and also be happy if it's going down. If you cannot sleep because if tomorrow the bear market is starting and everything crashes 50% or even more, you should be ready for that scenario. The same also if it's going up. So always have a balanced portfolio, and everything should be right, of course. As I told you guys, no financial advice, just my own opinions, at least how I am trading here since 2017. And for Bitcoin, at the moment we're going sideways. I think that the FOMC meeting will lead into some movements in the markets, but if we just focus here on the indicators, actually we're looking quite good, because after this little pullback that we had, after this little sell-off, the indicators currently are coming down and are actually looking quite bullish in my opinion. So especially the 3-hour and 4-hour time frame, you can see that the RSI is coming back to the 50 level. We have money flow which is increasing, so also here we are above the 50 level in the RSI. We are cooling off a bit, so I think a move to the upside is very likely incoming probably today. It is also possible that Bitcoin will have that push towards 120k that I'm waiting for today, or at least in the next coming days, because also if we go over into the maybe 1 hour is coming a bit more down towards $112,500 again. The 15-minute time frame is also looking a bit overbought now. It is possible that we're gonna, until the FOMC meeting, chop around here a bit, but overall, looking at the 3 and 4 hour time frame, it looks pretty good for a nice move to the upside. I mean, we could already now maybe open up some long positions right now, but yeah, I think maybe we just have to wait until the FOMC meeting. But in general, I I think the move to the upside is very, very likely. Also based on the daily time frame, you can see that we had here the buy signals down at the 200 daily moving average. We have now daily closes above the median line of the candle channels. Of course, up here we are having a lot of resistance, because you can see that here we have the 50 daily moving average, the 100 daily moving average as a resistance. So far we didn't push above, but once we have daily closes above 115k, then we're going to have that move towards 120k, which is the upper resistance here. And this is of course the make or break point, because if Bitcoin rallies above 120k, then I'm pretty confident that the bull run is back and that we're gonna go to new all-time highs. If we get rejected up here, let's say between the 618 and 786 Fibonacci retracement level, so if we see something like this, that we rally up and then get rejected somewhere here and start to consolidate, it's very likely that afterwards we crash down. But if from here on we're gonna consolidate and then break to the upside, then I think here, once we have daily and weekly closes above 120k, this is the make or break line, then I think that we are definitely in for new all-time highs. And who knows to what prices. Of course, we have targets at 150k, 180k, 200k, and so on. This is what we have to look at the indicators once we are reaching new all-time highs. But at least we could be seeing here a very, very nice bounce out of this support that we had here. If we zoom in here on the weekly time frame, you can see that currently we are building up this rising wedge, in theory a bearish pattern, yes, but you can see that the resistance is all the way up here currently at around 130k. This is already new all-time highs for Bitcoin, and here the support where we're bouncing right now is at around around $110,000. So as long as the weekly closes remains above it, we have the chance to rally towards 130k, and if we break 130k, we're gonna go to 150k, 180k, 200k, and so on. Then we would enter into that parabolic stage for Bitcoin, in my opinion. But if here we would somehow break below 110k, whatever happens in the next coming days and weeks, and we would see a weekly closes below 110k and then also below the 50 weekly moving average at 103k, then of course this is a confirmation that the bear market has started, in my opinion, because Bitcoin is always having weekly closes above the 50 weekly moving average during a bull run, and as soon as it has it below, then this is the beginning of a bear market. And of course also the US dollar dominance is something that we have to look and keep a very close eye into it, because once this is turning bullish, or once this one is breaking out here to the upside, we are right at the resistance here, then also here confirmation of bear market, because here we are building up a bullish pattern, this bigger falling wedge, and falling wedges are usually very, very bullish patterns, especially after a multi-week consolidation. We're going to have a multi-week or multi-year breakout here to the upside, and that means bear market probably for Bitcoin and the crypto market for the next coming weeks and months, probably until the end of 2026. But as I told you guys, we still have the chance, we are still perfectly on track. It's just that we have a time-wise problem. Bitcoin should be topping out somewhere now in October. It should already topped out basically. So this is a potential cycle top, 126k. It's still possible that this was the cycle top, but we have the chance right now, based on the indicators on the 4-hour daily and also of course weekly time frame, as long as we're not breaking significant support levels, to resume here the bull run. And then of course we're going to skyrocket. And therefore, of course, I'm watching out into some altcoins like Ethereum, Tron, Solana, and so on once they're starting to rally, but everything will be depending what Bitcoin is doing. We are seeing some little altcoins like Trump coin and some others that are performing very well. Also here Dash or Zcash and so on, some of them are performing very, very well. But it's difficult right now to catch the good altcoins that really are performing well. So it's, in my opinion, better to sit with Bitcoin than with other, because also the Bitcoin dominance here, in my opinion, will go to much higher levels as soon as this huge resistance at around 60% is broken. Because here we have a lot of resistance, but once this is broken, once we see weekly closes above, I think that here we're going to skyrocket to the upside in the next coming weeks and months for the Bitcoin dominance, and that means that most likely it's a better play to be in Bitcoin right now. So we're going to see what the FOMC meeting will bring. I think we're most likely going to see a push to the upside, probably 220k, and this is the make or break then for Bitcoin. Meanwhile, of course, I'm buying more into Bitcoin Hyper. Also, we have everywhere in the crypto space bullish news. I mean, also Visa now is integrating stable coins. At least they this is the plan that they have, USDC and USDT and two others, but those are of course the most common ones. And also here, best coins to buy right now based on this article is also again Bitcoin Hyper. It's always Bitcoin Hyper. It is currently the most hyped one. If you want to check it out, the link is right here, guys. And of course, I'm watching out also for new coins like HyperSui, because this is it's a completely new SUI DeFi protocol or DeFi platform that is upcoming, and this is basically a competitor to Hype and Aster with a little market cap of 2.4 million. It's launching with a maximum supply. So also here I'm joining the pre-market phase, because you can see that currently you can buy at the current stage price. It's this one. The launch price will be at 9 cents. That's almost 3,000% higher. And this one is going very rapidly, guys. So every time that the countdown is going down to 0, I think every time it's like a day or something, or a few hours, and the price keeps going higher until Q1 of 2026, because then it's about to launch Hyper SUI. We will see what happens with SUI and with this new SUI project, but if everything goes well, then of course right now is the best buy opportunity. The link is also here for Hyper SUI. I'm gonna put it also here at the top, so you cannot miss it out, guys. So I salute you for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Let's see what the Bitcoin price will do. If something great is happening, I'm going to do an update video. So stay tuned. Be subscribed here. Thank you for watching, and see you all in the next one. Bye for now.